Hey everyone, and welcome back to another edition of Physical Deals and Imports, where we take a look at currently what are some great deals we can pick up and a couple of great game ideas if you want to import some physical editions that aren't generally available in North America. Now, as usual, a quick reminder that for the physical deals section, I won't be able to give end dates since these are retailers. They can cut these deals at any time, so if you're interested, I would strongly recommend you jump on them as soon as possible. Also, it's important to note that these are US-based deals. However, the import section is open to everyone. I'm using PlayAsia. You can order those games for anywhere in the world. Now, as you're watching the video, if you do want to pick up any of these deals, I'll be linking the deals down below in the description of the video. For some of these that might be from Amazon and PlayAsia, they will be affiliate links, so you are helping out the channel slightly if you use those links. Now with all that out of the way, let's get straight into the deals. Just don't forget that if you do like the content, please consider hitting that like button and subscribing to the channel if you aren't already. Now we're about to take a look at our first pick here right away. I just want to mention that today's deals will be really focused around the idea of stocking stuffers. So these will be really cheap games. They maybe didn't release this year, but for anyone that wouldn't have them in their Switch collection yet, they are great last-minute little gift ideas. And the first one here that I want to take a look at is the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection that you can now pick up from Walmart for only $17.93. Now this is a great pickup for anyone who's a fan of old school Street Fighter, because at $17.93 you are getting 12 versions of Street Fighter from the original all the way up to Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. That includes most of the versions of Street Fighter 2 and even the Alpha series. Ultimately, this collection is an amazing pickup even when it was full price at $40. But right now at $17.93, this becomes an excellent stocking stuffer idea. Now our next game is probably my top pick from the list for this week, and that is Shin Megami Tensei 3, the HD remaster that is now down to $19.99. I'm showing you the Best Buy page here, but it is also currently offered at GameStop. And I would move fast on this one because it was offered on Amazon, but they're already out of stock. Now if you're looking for a great cheap gift idea for anyone who's a fan of JRPGs, look no further than Shin Megami Tensei 3. This is one of the most beloved RPGs from the PS2 era, and you're getting it remastered in great HD. And honestly, the Shin Megami Tensei series is just one of the best series out there, and on top of it, the fifth one was just released, so this is a perfect springboard to see if someone will like the series before dropping the cash for the latest entry. Now the next great deal we're going to take a look at is for fans of anime, and this is My Hero One's Justice 2 that is now 60% off at GameStop, dropping the price to only $23.99. Now basically, this is a brawler style game where you play as the characters from the My Hero Academia series, and it is a great game that is primarily directed at fans of the anime. I mean, there is some fun to be had here even if you've never watched the series before, because I would say that the gameplay is pretty easy to pick up, but the people who will have most fun with this game are definitely people that already know these characters and that will have tons of fun trying them all out. Once again, at $23.99, this becomes an excellent stocking stuffer. Now our next game is one that is now 63% off of its launch price, and that is Rayman Legends that is $14.99 at Target. Now this game might not be offered at its launch price anymore, and its regular price is somewhere around $20 to $25 normally, but nonetheless picking this up at $15 is a great idea, especially for, I would say, younger players. Because this is an old school action platformer, it might be a slight difficulty challenge for very young players, but nonetheless it is very family friendly, very approachable, and even if your kid won't finish it, he'll still have tons of fun playing through the game with the beautiful, colorful characters and environments. And our last pick for a stocking stuffer for this week is a game that is now 47% off of its launch price, and that is Katamary Damacy Reroll that is $15.99 at GameStop. Now, the storyline in this game is pretty far out there, but the gameplay is really where you're going to fall in love with it. Basically, you have to roll these giant balls around the screen, picking up everything you can see and getting them to the size as fast as possible. So for anyone looking for a last-minute gift idea for a puzzle fan, I would say Katamary Damacy at $50.99 is going to put a lot of smiles on a lot of faces. So now everyone, we are jumping into the imports. And the first import I want to take a look at for this week is the Blaster Master Zero Trilogy. That is a game I personally imported and that currently sells on PlayAsia for $58.99. Now the Blaster Master Zero Trilogy is an amazing old school inspired 2D platformer series, but it's also hybrid at parts with top-down gameplay. But I would say that this physical collection is for people that already know the series and know they're in love with it. And if you did not know, the physical releases in North America were done by Limited Run Games. So even if you find $58.99 a lot for these 3 games, if you would actually want to pick up the North American versions of this trilogy, they would be costing you close to $60 a piece. So getting all 3 of them combined for $58.99 is actually a pretty good deal. And by the way, I can confirm with 100% certitude, English is on the cart and is not an issue for any of these games. And the second physical import game that I want to take a look at for this week is another one that I have myself, and that is the Capcom Belt Action Collection that is currently $39.99 on PlayAsia. Now for any of you wondering what this collection is, in North America it's called the Capcom Beat 'em Up Collection, where you have a collection of 7 great Capcom beat 'em ups on one single cartridge. Now these are old school arcade style beat 'em ups, but trust me, they are tons of fun, and a lot of these are from series that are slightly less well known. My personal favorite on this cartridge is Knights of the Round, but for anyone who loves some local couch co-op or just some great beat 'em up action, this collection is a great one to have and preserve in a physical version. So that was it for this week's edition of Physical Deals and Imports. Let me know if you're going to be picking up any of these games and what you're thinking of the series so far. You can leave that all down below in the comments of the video. Also, don't forget that I'll be linking these games down below, especially the PlayAsia links. I'll be linking you directly to these versions of the games to make sure that you're getting the right version and that you automatically have English included. Now, don't forget on the way out that if you did like this content, as I said earlier, please consider hitting that like button, subscribing to the channel if you aren't already, and hitting that notification bell so you know when all my future content comes out. And as usual, hope I'll see you in my next video.